Hey, what's up? It's Vizier. Hope everybody's doing awesome. A whole bunch of rumors going on right now. Not rumors, really, because Valkyrie and Cyrilla, I believe, were in the Discord doing a community chat today, which they're going to do every Wednesday at 11 a.m. UTC, I want to say, which is like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, Eastern U.S. time. Anyway, there's a summon rush going on and some new summon event coming out tomorrow. There's been all kind of pictures all over. That it's 10 times for Dracomorph, or who knows. Anyway, I think it's just a way for them to get you to pull shards again before 1.13. So that's not what today's video is about at all. Today we're going to go over Vizier and show him in a clan boss run. So just show you my build on Vizier, because I pulled him this past weekend in the X2. And he is just sick good. I love him. I absolutely love this guy. Just sick. I have him in lifesteal and speed because I do use him in clan boss. So that's kind of the whole gist behind this. And I have him going after my attack down. So he goes right before Skull Crusher in my comp to kind of increase the debuffs as best he can. So anyway, before I forget to, I know we all talk about this all the time and everything too, but it just really helps us out because this is actually like a fun hobby for me, but I would love to turn this into like a side thing. That's actually kind of, it's never going to replace my full-time job. It would be, I've worked hard at that too. This would be astronomically hard to replace that. But I would like to make it like a little side gig for fun. So anyway, that's a long-term goal, and I'm just asking, please subscribe if you like it. If not, no big deal, but please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Boom, all done on that. Anyway, so here's my Vizier. He's only got 32,000 HP, 2,800 defense, 194 speeds. I could pump up the crit rate more, 203% crit damage, so I could pump up those 280 accuracy. He does need the accuracy, actually, to land the debuff extension. He absolutely needs it, because I tried it with like almost no accuracy, and he still did well when I had him like only 3-star ascended and level like 50. He still did well, but nowhere near as well as he will do now. And then I do have him in crit damage gloves with some attack on there too, a little bit of speed. I don't know if I would keep that, but I figured what the heck, why not give it a shot. Defense percent chest, which is just the okay rolls on here, nothing great, a lot of flat stats. The only reason I did this was because it's 6-star, one of the few 6-stars I had at the time. Speed boots, and then here's some different stats on the weapon, speed on the helm, and accuracy on the shield. And then on his jewelry, this didn't roll the way I wanted it to. The absolute worst way it could have rolled is just everything getting one across the board. But oh well, it is what it is. Crit damage as well on here with a little bit of accuracy and then double flat HP. 6-star accuracy banner with the double roll on defense, which was pretty nice. And then some speed on there too. So anyway, he's actually pretty well set for how I like him. I'll show you his masteries too. So let's take a look at that. His masteries here, you want to get down to Giant Slayer. Excuse me if my head's blocking that. But you want to get down to Giant Slayer because he's got a 3-hitter A1. So this is actually going to provide him the most value. I mean, you could probably go War Master because there's a thought that War Master is just more reliable than Giant Slayer. But on your 3 and 4 hitters, if you have them, you want to go Giant Slayer in my opinion. And I kind of took mostly the standard route down here. He's not very good in Arena, I feel like, because that's a different type of battle. But everywhere else, I actually think he's pretty sick. He's pretty good, and I showed him in Fire Knight, and he's amazing in Clan Boss. That's his main utility, and I didn't put anything that has any turn meter or cooldown manipulation like this or like this, Arcane Celerity or Cycle of Magic, because I didn't want to mess up the counterattack rotation in any way. But, you know, I got him pretty much set here. Sniper does increase the likelihood that placing any debuffs from skills or artifacts, all that type of stuff. So Lure of Steel just basically helps out his speed set is all, but that's okay. And then the accuracy stuff up here. So kind of your relatively standard routes. Anyway, so we'll show him in Clan Boss, and you know, we'll show him what he does too real quick. I did use books on him. I got his abilities maxed out to where I wanted them to be, but I don't have him fully booked yet. I probably could fully book him right now if I wanted to, but I don't know that there's really that much of a point is kind of why. But he's got this 3-hitter. It normally has a 35% chance to on each hit to extend the duration of the debuffs, but it's booked up to a 50% chance because that's the one you want fully booked. This is the one that doesn't really matter if I don't have it fully booked. I'm not using this in Clan Boss at all. The place it would be good for is like Fire Knight, though, because he's got this block buffs, plus a decreased attack, and a heal reduction there, too, on a 2-hitter, which increase the damage and get that up to a 75% chance if you book it. And then this is pretty neat, actually. It's useless in Clan Boss, but this debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. It's actually kind of cool. I've seen it work in some dungeon runs and everything, too, where it does actually take the debuffs and just spreads them across all the enemies. It's pretty neat, pretty interesting ability. It's not a game changer or anything. This is the absolute game changer for him. But he does provide some awesome utility, and then he does Perfect Veil on this for him at the start of each round. It's pretty mad, that part, actually. And then increases ally attack in dungeons by 34%. In my opinion, he's absolutely god tier. So we'll do a Clan Boss run with him because I think we actually have enough room on Ultra Nightmare. We do. We have 1 key. And I did 2 keys earlier today. About 25 million a key. So with him in my comp, I was only doing like 17, 18 million a key. Now I can do anything from 25 to 30 million a key usually. I think 32 million might have been my best. I know it was around 30 actually. So, and this is the comp I'm using. So the other thing about my comp that I need to change out though is I need to build Rosin to get him more crit rate and crit damage because I just have pure defense and accuracy right now. Anyway, let's get into actual run right here. Show him in the run, and then that's pretty much it. But I wanted to show him here because he is amazing. And we'll take this off auto. I'll actually just manual it because you want to get the debuff bar up. And the problem with Steel Skull is he has such a low percentage to proc the poisons, even booked up. But that's okay. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because you'll almost always get it up there. But the problem is I actually don't want this guy to land his debuff because it could waste it. And then if he lands the heal reduction and then Vizier procs the increased debuff. Excuse me, I keep saying increased buff. But there you go, increased debuff. So you can see him increasing it. He's only got 1 poison off. And he's got about 230-ish accuracy, which isn't that bad. But the other thing, too, is it only, I believe, is like a 35% chance to proc, even fully booked out. So that's why it takes a while to actually get the correct amount of poisons up. But ideally, we get the poisons up, and then we got a full row of debuffs. So you can see the attack down's already at 5, excuse me. It was at 6 a second ago. Come on, land some poisons here. This is bad, not landing any poisons. Anyway, okay, that's fine. So I want to get the full row of debuffs up is what I'm going to try to do real quick here. And then I'm going to bring it in at the end of the run so you can actually see what he does. Please do not land the heal reduction. Unfortunately, I have some accuracy on my Skull Crusher, even though I don't want it, but I don't really have the pieces to replace the pieces that have accuracy on it. So that's kind of the negative there. I guess I could have used Ally Protect there, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, he didn't extend it on that time, so that's where you need accuracy because he gets resisted on it. You could see where it kept saying resist. He has 280 accuracy, and he still could get resisted on the debuff extension. It is possible for that to happen. So, man, we are not landing poisons at all. That is not good. Come on, let's get some of these poisons in. So this is actually the stressful part right here. How long is it going to take you to get poisons? I've had it happen where I can get it in 2 minutes, like where we're at right now, but most of the time it takes me like 4 minutes to get the full debuff bar up. Full debuff bar up. Excuse me. So that's probably where we go. We landed one again finally. Okay, but you can see he just left and right is increasing these debuffs, which is pretty fun. It's pretty cool because you only need to land the debuff once, and that's pretty much it. Once you land the debuff, so I've even thought of like bringing Light Sworn in because he's a 3-hitter and he has an attack down. As soon as he puts the attack down on, well, now we don't need to worry about actually like stacking the attack down. We already have 11 stacks of an attack down, and we're only 2 minutes in. So for the next 11 turns, no matter what happens, he's getting the attack down, right? Which is pretty cool. So that's the pretty neat part. We're at 13 now. It just keeps going and going. It gets up to around like 50 or so, which is pretty neat. It is pretty fun to see this. Anyway, so it's taking Steel Skull like way too long to get these poisons up, actually. So here we go. All right, come on, get some of these poisons up. We only have 6 debuffs up right now, which this is the reason I'm showing this too is because I want to show, like, there are things I need to improve, and it actually helps me to kind of make it content so that I have like a baseline that I can go back to and actually try to improve myself later. Excuse me. So right now, like, obviously I'd like to improve that the debuffs get up quicker would be one thing. So maybe I need more accuracy on Steel Skull, but it doesn't look like he's getting resisted. It's just a low chance to prog there. If we do have a Dracomorph thing incoming tomorrow, oh damn it! See, that's what I didn't want to happen. Perfect. Good thing, because it just was on there real quick. That heal reduction is terrible because it's completely useless, right? And crap, I think I forgot to unstun him. I did. I wasn't paying attention there. It doesn't really matter though. He doesn't hit that hard. That's actually kind of why I contemplated replacing him, and you still get the defense up with Lightsworn as well. It's kind of what I'm thinking, is maybe using Lightsworn somewhere in this comp, potentially. So I think we're right at around 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 debuffs up. So we only need one more. So I know I've been BSing a whole ton. So what I'm going to do is pause it right here, come back in at the end of the run. We'll kind of see where the team wound up, what the numbers look like and everything too. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I brought it back in here just to show you the amount of debuffs on here. You can see, like, look at this, 39. This is pretty fun, actually. 39 decrease attacks. But Vizier died. So Vizier is fine if he dies first, because at this point, it doesn't really matter. We're 11 and a half minutes in, and we got debuffs left and right. The thing I'm going to miss is his Giant Slayer procs. So the damage might be a little bit lower because of that. And also, like I said, my Rosin doesn't have a crit damage, crit rate build. And I might change that because I feel like, I can last very long in these runs, 12 to 15 minutes actually. But I would want it, I'm thinking I wouldn't mind not lasting as long, but being able to pump out more damage would be ideal. So that's kind of the next thing I'm going to work on as far as my clan boss composition goes, is pumping out damage. That's the part of where I'm fine-tuning more and more right now. But this is actually pretty cool. So you can just see all these debuffs up here. I have a feeling we're going to get, waxed out of here in a second, just because we're getting kind of long in the fight. But you never know. We might last a little bit longer. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. So let's see what we did. 24 million. That's actually a little bit lower than I thought we would do. But that's okay. Hey, I'll take 24 million any friggin' day of the week, right? Usually, and I'm 3-keying it today, so I want to get it down to where I can 2-key potentially. I'm not 100% sure this team's possible of 2-keying it. I'm sure it is, but if I have the gear possible to do it, I should say. But you can see, like, Razin only did 4.7 million, and I've seen some numbers where Razin can do 10 to 14 million, right? So that's actually my big project right now, is to work on him a little bit. But Steel Skull, 10.8 million, almost 11 million because of Vizier's procs on the debuff extension. He himself did almost 4.6 million. So I'm super happy with that, actually. I mean, you can't complain about a 24 million run, right, on Ultra Nightmare. But anyway, that's going to kind of do it. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for all the support again. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone who comments, everybody who even watches the videos, or just says, hey, what's up, anything, or anybody that has any constructive feedback too. Let me know if there's something you want me to change. Let me know what you think. If you just think that there's things I can improve upon. If it's constructive and it's cool, I'll try to work on it. Anyway, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'll be back soon with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Cheers!